This I will keep. I have a pre-game action.
I am gonna mulligan.
All right, mulligan on the left. Making their 90s MTG debut on the... Do I have the sides right? Oh. Okay. Making their 90s MTG debut, I believe, on the left is Anthony with Death and Taxes. And on the right, one of our regulars, that would be Greg with Lands.
Spicy shit going on. Oh yeah, it's just.
Yasu in the chat says, finally get to catch a stream live. What's up, Yasu?
Alright, I'm gonna pawn it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Looks like Urion revealed in the bottom center of your screen. And then it went away.
This are Apex ones. I own like so many of these now. I don't know why.
Oh crap! I guess there's no phone for live totals. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it the hard way. Okay, looks like mulligans are resolved.
Flagstone? Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's a turn one Mother of Runes. We're underway off of Flagstones of Trocaire. Flagstone's a land you don't really want to waste. Thespian stage. Was that Dismember? Dismember knocks out Mother of Runes. Okay.
Draw.
All right, back up Mother of Runes. Wasteland on Thespian stage. Okay, okay.
Lux?
Don't really like that Wasteland. Discarding Dark Depths now and Life from the Lome. That's exactly why I do not like that Wasteland there. Life from the Lome immediately gets back both Dark Depths discarded and the stage. Yeah, that didn't really work out. All right, here's White Orchid Phantom. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yep.
All day plus Atrium. Trigger.
Basic board. ATB tap.
Tap.
Okay, a basic forest will enter. High Train Conductor AP says these new arts and cards make me mad. Calm down, AP. Just calm down. Steven says Anthony has a sick playmat. Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny because you. Oh no, that doesn't have Wi-Fi.
I should get.
Nobody ever compliments my playmats. I mean, come on.
For some reason, I thought that.
Crucible of Worlds. Oh, God. The land destruction plan not working out at all, I would say, at this point.
Go to combat. Attack for 2.
14.
So White Orchid Phantom will attack. Drop Greg down to 14. Still plenty of life left in the tank. That is a Ghost Quarter. More land destruction stuff. Unlikely to be effective. Anthony rocking his snow-covered plains. I dig it. Every once in a while, people will ask, like, Chris, what color wedge or whatever? What guild are you? Actually, I'm just a snow mage at heart. Give me all the snow mana. I'm good to go. Urza Saga played here. Okay, Soulguy Lantern hits Wasteland. Maybe there's an argument to hit Mother Runes instead because of pre-war formal wear. I don't know. So far in today's stream, I'm skeptical of everything going on. I'm also the kind of person, like many of you probably, has to watch their caffeine intake, and I stopped by the cafe on the way home earlier just to buy some beans so I can make some espresso. I know, fancy. And they offered me a free cold brew, so I had a free cold brew. I didn't even drink the whole thing, but I was feeling like this was a mistake. I'm gonna be irritable all afternoon, so we'll see if that is reflected on today's live stream. All right, Recruiter finds Witch Enchanter, a new card from MH3. Yeah, well, I kind of came back.
Oh, that's just gonna be lethal.
Yeah.
Witch Enchanter?
I'm gonna play it as land.
I guess.
I'm gonna have it enter untapped. Or sorry, gonna have it enter tap.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
So that's land on turn.
Sure.
So I have one card.
All right, the Witch Blessed Meadow gets played as a land. That's the reverse side of Witch Enchanter. You have to memorize the names of the other side of the cards.
If I wasn't dead.
Ill-Gotten Game says, "Hey everyone, hope you're having a good stream." 90s MTG. So far, that I would say the stream is okay. I would say it's okay. We'll see. Side Norna has arrived. Crinky has to head out. Yeah, send me a DM, Crinky.
Practice to draw a card. Bidding corner. No, just draw a card.
Okay, Soulguy Lantern sack to draw a card on end step. Not a lot that Soulguy Lantern is going to be doing in this game. Super exciting. Except for maybe the possibility of pre-war formal wear. Exploration. Okay, that's a good play. A good card. Dark Depths is on the board now. The Death and Taxes decks tend to have an okay time disrupting or stopping Marit Lage. Cards like Swords and Solitude are obviously very effective. Flicker Wisp also. The possibility of a Wasteland or a Ghost Quarter or a Violin and Orchid, White Orchid Phantom, you get the idea. Greg is going to fetch here.
I don't like playing removal, so I don't have much of it. I famously hate playing.
Just gotta win before.
Finding a Bayou. Okay, so there's black mana in here.
Your class two.
Yeah.
Just focus on the win.
Just focus on winning.
I'll attempt to copy.
Okay, making a Marit Lage now with Crucible of Worlds and Exploration on the board. This will just be an endless Marit Lage thing unless Anthony can put a stop to it. Maybe Skyclave to knock out Crucible of Worlds, and then maybe there's still Loam in the yard. All right, Solitude pitching Witch Enchanter, remove Marit Lage now.
Okay, that's good.
Just go to my turn.
Yep, go to your turn.
Draw.
There's a chance Anthony could have waited till his own turn, played Witch Enchanter as a land, and then just hard cast Solitude to remove Marit Lage.
Second main. First order.
No, help out?
Yep. No.
Untap draw?
Nope.
I'll be out of my way.
Okay, and then a Ghost Quarter on Urza's Saga, but no search. That's a Cabal Pit. Okay.
Second, get Mother Runes.
In response, I'll give her. Oh no. Yeah, it's colorless. I'll give White Phantom Orchid Pro Green. Pro Black.
Land number 2. I'll kill that too.
I already.
Jeez. Okay, so Cabal Pit takes out 2 creatures. Wow.
Ghost Quarter, your bite. Hit you for 1.
28.
And pass.
Draw.
Ancient technology, yeah. All right, the Crucible of the Worlds Exploration combo, Dark Depths Thespian Stage back on the battlefield. Another Marit Lage could be pending. Those ghost quarters could have also disrupted the... Alright, flagstones, trigger flagstones. Okay, legendary rule.
Graveyard, I get planes.
AP, absolutely right. Fire design just can't touch the golden oldies. Yeah. Never again will they tell us what their design philosophy is called. Yeah.
I love to see a force pitch force.
Force pitching a...
Because as all of you know, fire design was all bad. It was all bad. There's it's either good or bad. Yeah.
It's like often in the Torak.
Yeah, it's a graveyard.
All right, Vexing Bauble into the graveyard with Surveil of Shadowy Backstreet. Urion to hand. Urion was hanging out in the bottom center of your screen. Off camera. Sorry, it was not visible. But the creation of a Marit Lage will end the game. Game 1 goes to Greg.
Another card that feels like it shouldn't have been printed.
Yeah, I hate
I'm gonna take this one.
All right, Urion hanging out in the bottom center of your screen again. Revealed as a companion. Looks like players shuffling up, getting ready to go. That Cabal Pit was nasty, wasn't it? Richard and Pizza asking a great question. Did they test Dark Depths in 1v1? Yeah, there's an article that you can read all about that probably somewhere. They thoroughly tested it.
Yeah, you can kill it.
Yeah, I'll keep.
I'll try it.
All right, Anthony will be on the play here for game 2. Basic planes pass, snow planes.
Exploration.
There's that exploration again. Urza Saga as the second land drop. Pretty good start for Greg. No turn 1 Vial, no turn 1 Mom. Let's see what turn 2 has for us. Iganjo pass, okay.
Shuffle mode, very important mode.
Iganjo pass, not very exciting. Urza Saga ticks up. Windswept Heath gets played.
Peak land.
Nurturing Peatland.
Good.
Temple Shadow Spear.
Shadow Spear. End step Felia. Okay.
Just exile to one target non-land permanent. At the beginning of the next instance, return that card to the battlefield.
Is this like an infinite?
Exuberant Shepherd text up on the screen. Has flash. Not sure if there's anything worth blinking here.
So one of my things, when it comes back, Felly gets a counter. If I exile one of your things, it
Got
doesn't
it.
get a counter.
Yeah.
Resolve.
Okay.
Target.
No, so it's on attack.
Huh?
It's on attack.
On attack.
Yeah.
Punkier than your combo.
Then enters. Go to my turn. Draw.
Yeah.
All right, Felia on the board. It does blink stuff when it attacks, so construct tokens are a little vulnerable here.
So whatever exiles will return at the end of the turn.
Yes. And it's like physical.
It's like that's like your
White Orchid Phantom. Okay. It's coming together, maybe.
true. Sometimes you're playing as Reanimator and you just like go for it. And you're just like, oh, I got your Grizzlebrand. Cool. But nowadays in tracks.
Thinking.
The first Eternal Weekend I went to and I played it.
This White Orchid Phantom could get blinked by Felia this turn, and that's pretty mean.
I hit their Grizzlebrand and they just kind of scooped.
I think it's known at this point after the Ghost Quarters fired off in game 1 that Greg only has one basic in this deck. It's that basic forest that's currently sitting on the battlefield. So probably not going to find any replacements for these lands. White Orchid Phantom still on the stack.
Resolves. Target.
Target versus Saga.
Response. Crack it. Draw a card.
Correct. Nurturing Peatland, yeah.
Okay, so in response, drawing a card using mana from the Saga. Okay.
Go to combat.
I'll try this.
Okay, so before attacks, Greg is fetching, getting a Bayou, maybe a removal spell here.
Always good.
Yeah.
I'll dismember it.
Okay, dismember on Felia. Looks like the Felia will die.
Dismembered, go to combat. Second main, and
Good.
control.
Attempt to lower. 3 targets.
Okay, Life from the Loam will resolve, returning Saga, nurturing Peatland, and Windswept Heath. Plays the Saga, plays the Peatland, explorations on the board. Kind of a nice reset here for Greg. Life from the Loam was pretty good here. Passing back to Anthony, who will attack with the White Orchid.
Into your turn.
I'm gonna pay 3 life for Witch Enchanter's land untapped.
Witch Enchanter enters untapped. Witch Bless Meadow and Flicker Wisp. Okay. Could start still blowing up some lands with White Orchid, but Life from the Loam is on the board. In the graveyard, rather.
And Orchid comes back, all target Urza Saga.
Response, I'll do the same thing. Crack. I'll drag home in this case. Alright, so.
Okay, using the draw card effect from Nurturing Peatland to dredge Wasteland, another Windswept Heath, and another Urza Saga into the graveyard. So Life from the Loam now in hand, regular draw.
Normally it's my card board, but I had to take out the cards.
Scrap with creature exile.
Yeah, it's the game I upkeep. Each opponent loses 1 life, and I gain 1 life at the backside.
The Wasteland in Greg's graveyard has targets right now. It's not the worst. 2 of the 3 lands on Anthony's side are non-basics. There's no way to double waste this turn unless Greg has a Wasteland in hand. But a Wasteland trimming a land could be pretty effective here. Looks like Anthony has 2 copies of Swords to Plowshares in hand.
Wait 1 turn. Okay. Play a Saga. Land number 1. Play a Yavimaya. Land number 2. Play a Mox Diamond. Discard this. No, targets Windswept, Saga, and Wasteland. Actually, sorry, Saga, Wasteland, Peatland.
Yep.
Okay, Saga, Wasteland, Nurturing Peatland, returned by Life from the Loam. Greg maybe should have prioritized playing Peatland this turn, so there's a way to protect Life from the Loam in the graveyard. Attacking for 5.
Take 5, go to 8.
Yep.
Because you can, like, draw a card in response and then dredge. All right, here's Pre-War Formal Wear. That could be a way to return Felia.
Okay, so. Yep.
Cost 1.
That resolves.
Yep.
Trigger. Felia.
Yep.
And I'll press.
Okay, Felia's back. Greg is making a opposition agent on end step, or casting on opposition agent. It's pretty good against Recruiter, Stoneforge, stuff like that. Urza Saga will tick up. 2 counters on it. A little bit of glare, but on Greg's side, there's an opposition agent. And lining up with the glare on Anthony's side, that is a Flicker Wisp. White Orchid, Phantom, and Felia are the other creatures in play. So Greg did not dredge Loam. Plays Wasteland.
I'll waste this guy.
Okay, waste now. I don't believe there's been a land drop yet this turn. Okay, play Saga. Okay. Okay.
Saga and Forest, equip this guy.
Yep. Sorry, in response to the equip, I'm going to Solitude exiling Swords.
Okay.
So you'll gain 3.
I will gain 3. Go to 11. That's right.
Okay, so Solitude pitching Swords to Plowshares knocks out opposition agent in response to an equipped with Shadow Spear. Totec Spear, excuse me.
Pass turn to you.
I want to call it the wrong name. Passing the turn.
I'm at 1.
How come Lord of the Rings was a full set, but Tomb Raider was only just a few cards? I don't know.
Didn't I have to start? I got his divination.
Attack with all three.
Okay, attacking with all 3. Felia will trigger. I don't know exactly what the plan will be with this. Okay, so White Orchid Phantom, I believe was just chosen.
And now I had 2 dazes.
Oh, that's
I
hilarious.
had 2 dazes in my hand. So like, you had
Maybe I should have just felled it and then waited.
Well, attempt to make a
I
construct.
think you could have, yeah, you could have gone. Well, I don't know. It depends on how much mana you would have had left over. 'Cause you would have
So I
had
wouldn't.
Okay, so making a 3/3 construct now. The wrong construct token. And then... okay, so I thought Anthony pointed to White Orchid Phantom, but Felia just exiled Mox Diamond. Got it. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
And that's
Yeah, I was just like, well, if he doesn't have.
I thought Anthony gestured towards White Orchid Phantom, but that is a better play, I would say. All right, so construct token looks like chump blocked here.
like that. Yeah.
Go to my end step. 2 hands. Diamond comes
Yeah,
back.
so like also doing it via the torpor orb creature rather than the stifle. That my edict was very bad.
Yeah. That is nice having that guy.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's so good. Because I don't play target removal except for those 2 lands. I should play target removal, but I hate removal.
Okay, so passing the turn back to Greg. Looks like Greg's thinking about dredging here. Let's see if that's the move.
So it's super hard to actually turn it off.
Just 1 card in hand.
I took out Adepts because it's not actually very good against you. Because you have swords.
I also have a couple.
Nurturing Peatland was discarded to make Mox Diamond stick around. Okay, so there was already... All right, we already passed draw step. My bad. I keep missing stuff. Urza Saga now searching after we hit the 3rd chapter. Romario, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. We're here watching some Tabletop Legacy. We just are in our first round of the stream, so you joined us at the perfect time.
Yeah, I feel like I've got this deck fairly well covered with all my
That is an expedition map. Sorry for the glare.
reason why.
I'm playing Search and Shuffle again, but
I have 1 paper, 1 grindstone in my main deck, and 1 in my Karn board of each.
I will search again.
So the idea is that
Okay, using the floating mana from Saga. Gonna search with Expedition Map. Just sacking it now.
and it's like really hard against days.
Finding the Tabernacle at Pendril Vale. The glue that holds Legacy together, I think I would say. Yeah.
That's going to be land 1.
And you have Brazen Bar, so finding Center Bridge is like.
Okay, so the Tabernacle is played. That'll be tough for Anthony, for sure.
Good game.
Romario says, I thought Thalia held the format together. You know, not really. Not really.
upkeep, I'll pay the human upkeep, I'll sacrifice Felium.
Okay, Felio will die. White Orchid Phantom and Flicker Wisp will be saved. Pre-war formal wear sits idle now. Attacking for 5.
Go to 1.
Greg goes to 1. Iganjo, sack Iganjo, pass the turn. Making a construct now is Greg. There's a construct.
Untap. Draw.
Hype Train Conductor AP says fair and balanced card tested for 1v1. We don't even know which card AP is referring to, but it sounds interesting. There's a Saga making another token. Oh, did Greg miss the Tabernacle trigger now? Oh boy. it looks like it was paid. It looks like it was paid, no? Did I miscount? Okay, Greg digs up a Mox Diamond.
Trigger. I will discard. I got the dredge.
Alright, looks like Greg is pointing out I forgot to dredge. Shadow Spear equips to the construct. And big construct coming in. It gets Path to Exiled. Oh boy. Okay, Greg scoops it up. Path to Exile. Didn't expect that.
There's never
I figured you had some shit.
Do Legacy players even know what Path to Exile does? I don't even know if they know what that card does. Raise your hand if you know what Path to Exile does and you're a Legacy player. Very interesting. All right, Greg will be on the play. This is game 3.
I haven't painted anyone with my painted.
In this specific spot in the LGS, as the rounds go a little long, you'll start to see some people accumulate over the top of the screen. I just like that view. All right, Elvish Reclaimer is the turn 1 play for Greg here in game 3.
Yep.
That is an Either Vial. Finally, Either Vial. A little bit of glare. Keith Mestaflex says, I know every card because as a Legacy player, it is our duty to. If you don't know the exact text of every card, the DCI is on your tail. Keith Mestaflex, the model we all hope to be. Flagstones of Joker is the land on Anthony's side. That is a Caracas for Greg. Either Vial gets its first counter. Storm says, I've been hiding from the DCI for 25 years. Aren't we all? What's the worst creature that Anthony could vial in with a vial on 1 in this deck? Like, what would just be the worst possible creature? All right, Ghost Quarter targeting Caracas. Elvish Reclaimer is available. All right, just going to sack and search. Okay, there's the basic forest.
I'll pass them.
I'm eternal.
Okay, then Elvish Reclaimer will use its ability, find Urza Saga. Phyrexian Dreadnought would be pretty bad. Leave Ragavan alone. Urza Saga ticks up to 2.
3.
There is a Wasteland. You don't really want to waste Flagstones of Drokair usually.
Sigil.
You're on step, all Vial and Mom.
You got it.
Untap, upkeep.
Okay, so Mother of Runes comes in on end step. It is up and running. Vial ticks up to 2. Yeah, Death Shadow would have been pretty bad.
Wasteland.
The spirit of the question was, what really crappy creature can we put in?
Make a construct on turn.
All right, so making a construct on end step. No use of the Wasteland here by Anthony to prevent Urza's Saga from ticking up to Chapter 3. Greg will make another construct. There it is. Urza's Saga will now search. What are we going to find?
Oh, yeah, I can. In response to oh, that's a point.
Pithing Needle. And I believe Either Vial was named. Nasty play there by Greg. Anthony didn't see it coming. Attacking.
11.
Big attack. Construct in the Reclaimer. Felia gets flashed in. Okay.
Alright, go to my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Okay, leaving Vial on 2. It is shut off by Needle. That's interesting. If Needle gets removed... Okay, I see a Stoneforge Mystic in hand. Looks like a White Orchid Phantom could possibly be in hand. Don't have the mana for it right now. That Needle hurts.
Stoneforge.
Fortunately, resolve.
Trigger.
Okay, Stoneforge will resolve. Look at me at the DCI is in the chat. Says, we heard there was a missed Tabernacle trigger, but on review it all seems correct, but we're watching always. Big message from the DCI. Big message. Wow. Yeah, Felia can potentially turn off this Needle temporarily. Felia will remove a Construct, though, which makes sense given Anthony's dwindling life total.
And I'll pass.
Keith Masterflex saying everyone on your best behavior now. Yeah, even the people of the YouTube comments, be on your best behavior, I would say.
Sorry, untap.
Yeah, Felia might need to be put on the watch list. We're gonna keep an eye on that. Here at 90s MTG, we keep close watch on the watch list. Important stuff.
Go to 6.
All right, so Elvish Reclaimer and Construct attacking here. Anthony drops down to 6. Oh, crap. I completely missed. What did Stoneforge find? Somehow I missed that. Maze of Ith. Okay. Okay, Wasteland on Wasteland. Makes sense. Crop rotation. Sacking Yavimaya. Okay. Okay. Ooh. The Tabernacle at Pendrell. The glue holding Legacy together appears again. Awkwardly, though, Greg has only 1 mana right now to pay for his own creatures. So, this will be interesting. All right, paying for Felia. The other 2 creatures will go away.
Draw. Go to combat. Dismember.
Okay, Dismember. I may have missed a damage for Greg. I believe Greg dropped to 13. My bad.
Pass.
I will pay for my...
Okay, Elvish Reclaimer paid for. Contract goes away. There's a Yavimaya. Attacking. All right. Let's see what Anthony has here. Pithing Needle is on Vial, for anybody that's been wondering what the heck is going on with the Vial in the bottom center of the screen, trapped in the glare zone. Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale is a nasty one.
Ghost Quarter.
Okay, Ghost Quarter into Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, Mina Harker. It's just Mina Harker, okay? Like, stop calling the card Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. It's outdated. All right, Thalia will chump block. Yavimaya allows Mazavith to tap for mana. Mazavith returning a couple of lands. Looks like Bayou, Urza's Saga, Wasteland. Okay. Urza's Saga will be the land drop. Looks like Lauren of the Third Path was just drawn, but doesn't look like Anthony has a third land drop. Stoneforge. Oh crap! Greg definitely did miss Tabernacle Trigger this time, right? Or was it paid? No, it looks like it was paid. I don't know. Oh, there were only 2 lands in the graveyard? No, I think there were still 3 lands in the graveyard. Weren't there? I lost track. But maybe a good catch by AP. I wasn't really paying attention to that. Stoneforge dies in combat. Wasteland on the Ghost Quarter. It looks like Anthony found a land. What does that mean? Urza Saga can start making some constructs. White Orchid Phantom. Okay, okay. It's something. Okay, gonna target Saga, make a construct in response. Yeah, I believe Great Revel is right. There were still 3 lands in the yard. During the time there were 2 points of combat damage on Reclaimer. But I don't know. Someone will have to watch this back and tell us. Okay, that is nurturing Peatland again, attacking with the construct and the Reclaimer.
Go to 1.
Go ahead.
White Orchid dies in combat. Pass the turn. Land, Lauren of the Third Path, blow up Needle, activate Vial, put in a creature. Oh, well, that is the match. Anthony didn't have anything. GG's. Greg gets it. Good match. Good match. Nice debut for Anthony. Well played. Wow. Okay. Let's set up another poll for the Twitch chat. Let's see what Twitch chat wants to do. Which match next? Options will be Painter versus Grixis Delver, or Lands versus Cloudpost, or Sneak and Show versus Grixis Delver, or Sneak and Show versus Jeskai Control. Two minutes to vote. Get your votes in. And remember, you could rig the poll using your channel points. Up on your screen is our Discord server. If you've been wondering what I've been eating lately, you can check our food channel. Otherwise, there's people buying magic cards, which is, if we're being honest, just mildly interesting. The One Ring. What were they thinking when they designed the One Ring? Like, what? So angry. Yeah, Violent Outburst thinking about buying a Tabernacle. Could be worth it. If you do, make sure you bookmark our TCG Player link. We get a kickback every time somebody makes a purchase through that link. Bookmark it in your browser, save it for later. Help us out. All right, less than a minute for this poll. Twitch chat is voting right now which match we will watch next. We will see what they want. People do try to rig this thing. Almost out of time. Get your vote in. Storm says sneak and show in a frog economy. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Almost out of time. All right. Scott contributed at 1,000 channel points. Sneak and show versus Jeskai it will be. AP says Tabernacle is cheap. It'll cost you everything. Yeah. I think that's a great way to put it. We got all the VIPs in the chat today. We got AP. We got Scott. Harry Houdini stopped by earlier. What a stream. Audrey was in the chat. All right, diving in.
Are you cooking up this week? Something that's apparently not working.
Audrey on the left with Jeskai, and on the right we have Sneak and Show. That would be Sam G. We haven't seen Sam on stream in a while. Scott canceling meetings for the stream. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott. Okay, looks like both players have kept 7. And turn 1, Tamio, Inquisitive Student. We are underway. It's getting reacted to here with Force. Pitching Ponder. Force pitching Ponder. Okay. We've seen a couple of times on recent live streams counter battles over Tamio. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't expect Sneak and Show to fight over Tamio, but I don't know. That's where we are. People respecting Tamio in the current metagame. All right, Tamio attacks, make a clue, pass a turn. Scalding turn cracks. Flood Strand in response. Uh-oh. Okay, that is a Thundering Falls, Serval. Look like a tropical island on top of the library. It will be dumped. Audrey in the chat says, I wouldn't force Tamio TBH, but if they want to fight for it, I'm down. I think that's a great way to put it. I just don't think as the Sneak and Show player, you're going to be fighting over Tamios on the stack, but I'm not a Sneak and Show player, so what do I know? Subs goal just completed. Thank you, everybody. We'll have to set a new subs goal. Let's see what exciting goal Twitch will give us. Start new goal button. Wow. How exciting. All right, Scalding Turn getting correct here after a brainstorm. Yeah, it is a lot of card advantage that can overload your combo with disruption. But it takes a while to kind of like cash in the clues. I mean, I don't know. It's very possible. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Koom, thank you for arriving, saying hi, everyone. All right, cracking a clue.
21, I'm at 19, and then we will
Attack trigger?
Tamio, make a clue.
attack for 3, so yep.
Fetch.
And pass to you. Which one?
Yeah, the Tamio Ultimate is the real deal.
What the fudge is this? If a creature enters that creature's creative, okay, whenever he evolves, creative. No!
Yeah, if you flip Tamio pretty quickly, you could put your half your deck in your hand. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Maybe Sam had a hand that looked like this was going to be a longer than game than ideal for Sneak and Show, so fighting over Tamio made sense in the moment. There's a Narset on the stack, a Brainstorm in response. Putting 2 cards back. Gizlo says a fast Tamio is scary for sure. Twitch chat making good points. I could totally be thinking about this the wrong way. Brainstorm found off the Narset ability.
Sneak attack resolves.
That is a sneak attack. It resolves. Pass the turn. Narset minus. Running Dress Down. Okay, Dress Down could be pretty good for stopping Atraxa's ability. Little awkward against Sneak Attack, though. Tamio attacks, make a clue.
Play Mystic Sanctuary tapped.
Mystic Sanctuary gets played tapped. No triggered ability there. Teferi will come in, bounce Sneak Attack. Ouch. It's been a while. This might be achievement unlocked. It's been a while. We haven't seen Teferi plus Narset on the battlefield. I don't feel like in quite some time on 90s MTG. All right, Sneak Attack gets replayed. Yeah, Audrey mostly worried about Emrakul, which makes a lot of sense. Teferi will plus. Tamio will attack.
Second main.
Haven't been able to flip this Tamio just yet. Oh, well. There we go. Brainstorm. And Tamio will flip this turn. Yeah, Jace the Mind Sculptor dropping could be a real achievement unlocked. Monka has arrived in the chat. Say hello to Monka, everybody, please. Monka has a founder badge. Tamio will plus. -1, -0, not likely to be super relevant, but building up the loyalty towards that ultimate. Ponder. Yeah, there are 3 clues to sack for Annihilator. That is true. All right, people saying hello to Monka. That is good. That is good. If you're watching this later, just drop a hello Monka because just in case. Just in case.
I'll move to my end step. Dress down.
Okay, dress down. And that will last through Sam's turn. So this has come up before. Sneak attack does give... Okay, playing another sneak attack. Does give haste. But the other abilities would be shut. All right, so dress down goes away. Passing the turn back to Audrey. Gizlo, thank you for the resub with Prime. 26 months. Appreciate that. Gizlo's been with us a long time. Okay, Monka saying that's too many hellos. To have to respond to everybody in the YouTube comments is just too much. But do it anyway. All right, Ponder for Audrey. Ponder shuffle, okay. Double sneak attack on the board. I mean, I guess what Sam really needs here is a creature. Okay, people taking back their greetings to Monka now.
Are you going?
Just so everybody's aware, for those of you new around here, if not enough people say hello to Monka, I get in big trouble. So just, I don't know, say hello.
17.
And step or cover call?
Yep.
Okay, sacking one of the clues on end step. Nothing really going on for Sam, it seems. It looks like Sam's holding a copy of Show and Tell, a Brainstorm, which is shut off by Narset, and a Boseiju, possibly? Tamio ticks up to 8. 8 loyalty now. Brainstorm for Audrey. Yeah, Narset quite disruptive in a matchup like this.
Okay.
Try it out.
Yes, there's a 6/6. Okay, you put 3 count. You put 6 counters on. Okay. Oh, sorry. And I want.
Show and Tell. Okay.
I didn't know they were playing ball.
Sure.
I thought every combo was playing ball.
Show and Tell will resolve. Basic planes. Oh, what is that? Is that Omniscience?
When you look at the top, you will play lands and cast spells from the top. Once you just turn to me, cast.
That's something else. What card is that? Does anybody know?
Makes sense.
Force, get your thunder. You're at 16. Cards in hand? 1.
I'll cast this with this. This is my spell. Shit.
If you don't mind me asking.
One with the multiverse. And now I'm not sure which card this just was off the top. Was that Elishnorn?
Alright. So the exiles are everything.
Exiles.
Well, your creatures.
Nothing yet. I will activate this. Okay. Actually, no.
What the hell card is this? I don't know this card. Yggdrasil. Enters the battlefield, exile all creature cards from your graveyard. Tap, exile the top 3 cards of your library. 4 tap, put a creature exile with it onto the battlefield that gains haste until end of turn. What the hell? Drop some spicy emotes on this MF. Okay, okay. I'm getting stumped here. Force of Phil calling me out. Do I not have every magic card memorized? I'm just testing everybody. Keeping everybody on their toes. You can't draft the Assassin's Creed set, Adam. You don't know anything. They're beyond boosters.
Omniscience, Emrakul, Force of Will. Right.
I'm not Omniscience, Emrakul, Force of Will were just exiled with the Assassin's Creed card. Wrath of the Skies just blew up a whole bunch of stuff. The Omniscience at home, as someone in Twitch chat pointed out, called it, remains. Tamiel will ultimate here. This is probably the end of this game.
17, 18, 31, 32, so 16 cards.
It's your turn.
I mean, that Omniscience thing is pretty scary, though.
I'll bounce this.
Teferi bounces it. All right, fourth year Lingus ends the game. Audrey takes game 1. That was an interesting game 1. Some cards I did not recognize were played. Very hard to do. Very hard to do. Well done by Sam. Wow.
first. You're at 22 still?
Okay, so that was One with the Multiverse. One with the Multiverse was the name of that card. I gotta remember that forever now. Okay, Scalding Tarn. I want to see more of One with the Multiverse, and I don't even know how to pronounce another one. Yggdrasil? Yggdrasil? I don't know. Assassin's Creed card. Turn 2, Brainstorm. That was spicy as heck, though.
I'm glad I didn't go that second land. Because I was in like, okay, I'm just gonna push it through. Like, he had force attack, right?
He can only block fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Force. And then I played Illusionist, you play Force.
Little volcanic and brainstorm.
Okay, a brainstorm happening here for Audrey. Yeah, we need to have fourth year Lingus be a little bit more dramatic. It's a little bit boring the way it's been going.
After the
Frickin' Lord of the Rings card with the frickin' Monarch mechanic that everybody hates. I hate this game.
Yeah, usually what happens is that.
Storm says if you can't produce the Assassin's Creed cards, then you can't play them. That's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, we don't know if Sam can pronounce it or not, so Sam is allowed to do it for now. Here's Tamio. Coca says it's Yggdrasil. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
No, I've been on. I've just been on.
Yggdrasil Rebirth Engine was the card that was played in the previous game.
Really well with it. The only problem right now, like relearning, is trying to swing wrist.
And also One with the Multiverse. I'm just saying these again so I remember. So Tamio was on the board. No fight over it on the stack this time. Carpet of Flowers. Okay, that's pretty good. These sneak attack decks are pretty mana hungry. Making 1 mana? Okay, making 2 blue.
Brainstorming. 1, 2, 3.
guys, you got 3. I'll pick 2 here. That's game.
Okay, there's Yggdrasil again. Reality Engine, or whatever it was called.
It's done.
I will go.
Rebirth Engine. Excuse me. Rebirth Engine. I was thinking of something else. All right. So Yggdrasil is in.
4 right?
Yeah. I'm trying that.
Into combat?
Yes, I think it's 0.
It didn't solve the problem of these cameras.
Okay, Tamio attacks. Make a clue. This Yggdrasil card is interesting. It's a pretty cool card. Probably need more creatures in the deck, though. But what do I know? Maybe Sam has more creatures in the deck than the Sneak and Show decks usually have. I really don't know. Am I out of the loop? Is Sneak and Show running this Yggdrasil card these days? Like, does anybody who's a Sneak and Show expert know the answer to that? Prismatic ending on carpet. Audrey says not really, but Audrey's not a Sneak and Show expert.
Exile and Opus.
Okay, carpet is eliminated. Pass the turn, Yggdrasil will be activated. Atraxa found off the top. Okay. Along with a Trop and a Show and Tell. So Atraxa kind of imprinted or whatever on this Yggdrasil right now. Rebirth Engine.
Yep.
Sam could totally just be taking this Yggdrasil card for a spin here, and that seems totally valid for me. Putting an Atraxa into play now with Yggdrasil. And its ability will resolve. All right. It's spicy as heck, for sure. All right, revealing a bunch of cards. The defense grid in there. Another Atraxa in there. Emrakul is in there. Vexing Bauble. All right, looks like going for cantrips, Vexing Bauble, and Emrakul. Could take Sneak Attack, and yeah, okay. So taking Sneak Attack as well, and then the rest will be put on the bottom.
Just 6 cards from an Atraxa.
Who designs these cards?
I don't know.
Don't ask questions. You don't want to hear the answer.
There's like an article I can read or something. Combat for 3. I mean 7. So, yeah, it gets
Doesn't die?
Exiles on the turn, yep.
Yeah,
One-shot deal.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, this doesn't die, so I thought it's like, so 22 and I go to 11.
Okay, so Atraxa does have haste. It will be exiled at end of turn, I believe. Here's Vexing Bauble. I don't see the part where it gets exiled at end of turn. I think it just stays there. I don't see it that it goes away.
This will exile permanently. Finish your exile of the battlefield and control gets seasons. Yeah, so it still stays on the list. Exile appears from graveyard. So you got exiled with the battlefield.
Okay, it's apparent at this point that Sam is trying this card for the first time. So Yggdrasil actually says that it stays. I'm not sure why it's being tucked back under Yggdrasil, though. It's just on the battlefield. All right, looks like Audrey's correcting here. All right, a new card, getting some play, a little spicy, trying it out. I respect it. Monday Night Legacy, why not throw something spicy in the deck? That's my style. You don't need to have the latest and greatest, most tuned deck for Monday Night Legacy. Flusterstorm on the Power Blast to protect Atraxa. Okay.
Now we'll discover the Go.
Bunch of shit that
Yeah, I think the Yggdrasils are getting sold out on TCG Player as we speak. Use our TCG Player affiliate link if you're watching this. Our link is somewhere. Teferi bounces Atraxa. Draw a card. Attack with Tamiyo. Make a clue.
play this top.
Sompervik Springs comes in. It's a reverse side of Sink into Stupor.
Yep. That's for two.
Mm-hmm.
Touch a basic forest.
So nothing kind of imprinted on Yggdrasil at the moment, which is a little bit weak.
Go. 200 euros. Alright, well, actually, two colors, and then we'll play a full count.
Alright.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay, there's two colorless floating right now. boy. All right. Looks like Sam's trying to figure out this turn. Down a game to Fairy on the battlefield. Tameo. Sneak attack.
17.
Sure.
Okay, now a ponder for Sam. Storm asking which version is the best version of Yggdrasil. You're going to have to figure that out on your own. It would be the OG. It would be the OG. Get the OG art.
That's a reclaimer. Yeah.
Action.
Yep.
+2.
Then I'll take my turn.
Okay, Teferi takes up.
Are you on the Paraguay?
Teferi makes a clue. I mean, Tameo makes a clue. Looks like Days Undoing is in hand for Audrey. No Narset on the table right now. Don't want to do that at the moment. All right. Yggdrasil getting activated on end step. Found an Emrakul. Uh-oh. That's scary. That's scary. Is this doing the thing? Plays a land. Sneak attack is available. Audrey's going to scoop it up. We're going to game 3. Yggdrasil looking pretty cool.
So the second frog was still at that point. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, okay. Frogs, Strix.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Going to game 3. Audrey will be on the play. The spiciness is real in this match. Is Yggdrasil going to be on the thumbnail? Does anybody know?
Oh yeah, I saw you played that game.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can do it.
Flooded Strand past the turn. Ooh, looks like that one with the multiverse card is in hand. Fancy.
Of the 3, my life doesn't really matter.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes, yes.
Okay, Saw Perfect Springs comes in, past the turn. It is the reverse side of Sink into Stupor one more time. Cracking Scalding Tarn. Maybe we're going to see a Surveil off Thundering Falls. AP says Yggdrasil could be on the spreadsheets. That's true. That's true. Maybe we'll have to add that to our spreadsheets, everybody. Everybody watching is keeping a spreadsheet, right?
Where are those things?
Yeah.
Playing Magic is like having a part-time job.
Yeah, Ian's trying to fire off his brainstorm, sacrilegious. And 2. A 3?
Cut the feed.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start.
I'm so good.
Yeah, it's been 5 years since I last
A
went
2?
there. And I almost had 2 friends. And I don't really get the
Vexing Bauble on the stack. Could protect some later plays. A little bit awkward with that one with the multiverse card, though, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Ooh, what's that? What's that other Assassin's Creed card? I don't know that one.
I don't really, I can go I can go back to
Matun Hanakatun? I don't know what that is.
I'll show you. I'll show you. The guy screaming. It was really good, but you know, like needing when you're fans
For
Flooded Strand getting cracked. Cycling. Island cycling. Lorien revealed.
like you ask for opinions, they're like, yeah, they're down for everything, and then you're like, that's not helpful, and then I'm like, that's not helpful.
Finding a Tundra.
And I'm like, guys, I asked that's true. Right? I literally asked you this months in advance. Right. Yeah. Give me something to work. Give me a reason. Odd demons, like you.
Keep draw.
Good luck.
Prismatic ending on Vexing Bauble. Draw a card in response. Makes a lot of sense. Passing back to Sam, who now no longer has a Vexing Bauble. Vexing Bauble is such a nice addition to Legacy, I feel. Does anyone disagree? Does anyone dislike this card? I think this card is awesome. Power Blast on Brainstorm. I like going after cards like Brainstorm against Sneak and Show. They are always trying to sculpt their hand to try to find creatures or try to find, you know, whether it's Show and Tell or Sneak Attack. Just Power Blasting their Brainstorms can really mess them up.
On Wednesdays, they started
Potentially.
10:30 in the morning and 2:30 or 2:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, which that's gonna work. Yeah. The other ones are completely impossible. 7:30 to 2:30. Yeah. So this Wednesday, whole shebang.
I think Vexing Bauble has just made such a positive impact on the Legacy format. I don't know how big that impact is necessarily, but it has made a positive impact for sure. Same goes for the... There's been just about a bunch of cool cards coming out recently that have been making a great impact on Legacy. The Surveillance, another one. I love the Surveillance. I know I make fun of them on this channel a lot, but I actually do love them. Vexing Bauble, another one. All right, here's Narset again. That is nice disruption there. Narset will minus. Power Blast, okay. Cracking Scalding Tar now.
Yep. She made all the toes. It was pretty sweet. Yeah. Of course, my partner was like, "Remind me of this." I don't. Yeah.
What other recent cards have made a positive impact? I mean, there's like the obvious ones like Tameo. I like Tameo. I'm trying to think of like the lesser played cards.
Well, so if you have like a mini Power Blast, not a chance.
Barrogoyf, Nethergoyf, those are good ones. Those are good ones. I really like those cards. Okay, here's the Fence Grid coming in. Force pitching Force, it is countered. Makes sense to go after that. Simian Spirit got exiled. Here's Sneak Attack. Sneak Attack on the board, a little bit scary. It's going to be difficult to remove, most likely. Days Undoing with Narset on the board. Ouch! It will end Audrey's turn, though.
Draw one, it was 7.
Consigned to Memory, another good one. Ocelot and God of Souls, some good ones. Yeah, all these cards. Wrath of the Skies. Yeah, I totally forgot about Wrath of the Skies. Kozilek's Command. Those are great picks. Yeah, all the new Eldrazi cards I'm actually a fan of as well. I think they've been fun. Wrath of the Sky is definitely a banger. I like that card a lot.
When, whatever, 3 chance. You could get a... Alright, I'm set. Alright? Yep.
Disruptor Flute, another good one, yeah.
You have to draw another one, because you draw one for
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's a big difference. Yes, I didn't draw.
Yeah? Like that?
No! This doesn't even draw me anything. I have a Brainstorm. I draw me 1 card in your upkeep.
Did we miss a draw for Sam? Sam should have 2 cards in hand now, right? Did I miss something? All right, so Brainstorm here for Audrey. It looks like on end step. Oh, he played a land. Okay, I didn't see that. Thank you.
I can't wait with I had almost everything rolled up. I was just...
Sink It to Stupor, Somperfect Springs, Witch Enchanter, other great cards for Legacy. Wish Blessed Meadow.
I had the combo. I had the Illusionist and I had the Nomad card.
Well, you would draw 1 off Days Undoing, right? And then draw 1 for turn, so... I don't know, whatever.
If you don't have a Pyro Blast, no, so I play Memory Journey in the deck. So I play Nomad whole deck, and then make a mini Doomsday.
Okay, Narset finds Narset. Audrey still has to close out this game. The sneak attack still beyond the battlefield is still scary. Hammer Cool off the top could be devastating. There's Teferi. That could bounce sneak attack here and counter it back on the way back down.
Move to discard, heavy cards.
Okay, so before cleanup step here, it looks like Sam is going to fetch, find a trop. There's a Teferi and a Narset on the battlefield. Audrey with a full grip. It's not looking good for Sam here, but an Emrakul off the top potentially could end the game. I assume it looks like Audrey's holding a copy of Hydroblast. I assume sneak attack will be countered. And I was correct. Hydroblast on sneak attack. Cannot do anything about it thanks to Teferi. It's countered.
The great thing about now is because of like the turn one nomad cycle, you're obligated.
Island cycle.
Okay, island cycling with Lorien revealed.
That's the best thing about this. You keep hitting it good. No, I'm not.
There's Jace the Mind Sculptor, who was mentioned earlier. It's going to Fate Seal, leave it on top. That's not a good feeling for Sam, who just plays a land. And passing the turn, I guess. Ponder on end step.
Yeah, it's good. I'll float it through this one.
My turn. Fake seal you.
Okay, Fate Seal leaves the card on top. A bad sign for Sam. Plus Teferi. Stony Silence, okay. Stony Silence, unlikely to be super interesting here, but it does something. Carpet of Flowers off the top. Seems like Audrey doesn't care about that. Tapping the wrong mana for it, unlikely to matter.
Let me know when you move into combat.
Did you go to the North Face Festival? Oh, that was that weekend. Okay. That was real good. Yeah, that was the other person.
Looks fun. I had some friends who were going.
Okay, mana tapped corrected. Prismatic Ending hits carpet before it gets used. Smart to remove it there. It could potentially allow Sam to hardcast something scary. Alright, so Fate Seal again, leave it on top.
There's one here. Play Tamio.
Now playing Tamio, passing the turn. Drawing what will likely be a sad card.
Activate now.
Okay.
Seal.
Activate nomad on yourself again.
You can keep it.
Fate Seal, will leave it on top. Plus Teferi, attack with Tamio, make a clue.
Play Deafening Silence, Bastille.
Now Deafening Silence. Okay.
It should be 4. Oh yeah, the original one is gone, and then the opponent, like, once the title class kills the family.
Try to play man step, so you notice it. Draw. Fate Seal. You can keep it. Plus here, attack with Cameo.
Guess the clues can't be cracked thanks to Stony Silence. Jace with 13 loyalty now. I believe the ultimate is 12? So Jace all set to ultimate. Exile all cards from target player's library and their hand becomes their library. And Jace would live.
I just get to be Doomsday now.
All right, technically these clues should not be sacked here, but I think Audrey has this game no matter what. Stony Silence shuts off the clues. But I can't imagine what Sam could put. All right, Tamio flipping here. This is all a little bit of an error, but with the Jace ultimate ready to go, Teferi, Narset on the battlefield, Tamio now flipped. This is probably over. An abundance of resources in Audrey's hand. I see Consigned to Memory, a Force of Will, a Mystic Sanctuary. I can't imagine what Sam could possibly do to win this game.
Shuffle your hand into your...
Exile Christmas or Slaver, then finish up the hand to your
All right, that is the match. Audrey gets it. A little bit of goose at the end, but that's okay. GG's. Well played. And Yasu calling a judge. The DCI will be reviewing that match in detail, and, you know, fines and suspensions will be handed out, of course. Will Ghost Vacuum be a legacy staple? The Discord says no. The Discord says no. Wow. Okay. Let's set up another poll for the Twitch chat, shall we? Which match next? Options will be... Actually, don't go anywhere. We're actually going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, I am back. Thanks for waiting up for me. Let's set up another poll for the Twitch chat to decide which match we will watch next. Which match next? Twitch chat will vote. Options will be Painter versus Grixis Delver, or Reanimator versus Doomsday, or Cephalid Breakfast versus Grixis Delver, or Maverick versus Sneakacho. 2 minutes to vote. Get your votes in. All right, votes are coming in. Void says, what deck box do you trust with your life to hold your legacy decks? I'm currently using... Oh, where is it? And this is... If I could find it quickly, I'll tell you what it's called. I'm currently using the... And this is not sponsored or anything. The Ultimate Guide Sidewinder, I believe it's called. I really like this thing. It's been reliable, lasted me a long time. I have a bunch of them now. It's a good one. Let's see if the other one has a name on it. Yeah, I have like 5 of these now. You can see this one's pretty beat up. They're both pretty beat up. But yeah, that's what I've been using. Not sponsored, not... I didn't have to tell you any of that. All right. About a minute left on this poll. Twitch chat deciding which match we will watch next. Almost out of time. People do try to rig these polls. Our Discord is up on your screen. Join our Discord if you're not in our Discord. Changes colors when your hand is warm. What? All right, out of time. Vader contributed 1,200 channel points. Reanimator versus Doomsday. Up next, let's do it. Diving in.
Drama for the farmers at home. Good luck.
All right, Eric on the left with Doomsday, and on the right we have Reanimator. That would be Dave Kaplan. It looks like we're ready to go.
Yeah. Okay. I got a chance. So if I told this,
Whenever you were gonna draw, you can put a card back. You can't put a card back, you know.
well, you could discard, yeah. I'll.
Not discard.
It's just
put. Oh, discard then draw.
So yeah.
So 2 different blue-black combo decks that do some different things. I hope Dave Kaplan is just putting... Okay. I always get a little bit worried when people bring up their phones and they start browsing through stuff. Okay, so... just don't want anybody's personal stuff showing. So, 2 different blue-black decks. One of them trying to Thassa's Oracle combo. One of them trying to sneak in... or reanimate, I should say, Atraxa, Archon of Cruelty, and the like. We'll see. Both decks have Force of Will, cantrips. It should be a nice battle. Vexing Bauble. Okay. Okay.
I'd say I'd have to Force of Will then.
Have to.
So yeah, you're good.
Dave announcing, it looks like I have to force of will that. All right, we already have ourselves a battle here.
We're supposed to have to force you will this early.
There are not going to be a lot of ways to interact on the stack once Vexing Bauble is in play. I can't imagine Dave Kaplan is running like, you know, what would it even be? Spell Pierce, Spell Snare, Flusterstorm, those cards in the main. All the interaction is going to be free unless you were hard casting stuff. But I don't know if the game will get that far. All right, Force Pitching Ponder, Vexing Bauble is countered. Eric accepts.
Oh yeah, and then they draw. Okay.
Vexing Bauble also neat with Doomsday because you can like sack it to draw the last card or something like that. It's kind of neat. All right, here's a Ponder.
Yeah.
This is a funny board.
Ponder Shuffle. Okay. Well, we'll get interesting here is if Dave Kaplan has an end step play like Entomb, if Eric then reacts to that with a force of will or something. There's a swamp, okay. Crackling Polluted Delta now. Is this going to be a Surveil or an Entomb? Undercity Sewers, Surveil. Okay, kept it on top. Probably something disruptive is my guess. Underground Sea. Thought Seas. That was probably what we found, I guess. All right, excuse me. The hand is revealed. Brainstorm, Edge of Autumn, Double Doomsday, and Dark Ritual. Interesting. I guess you could consider taking Dark Ritual here. Brainstorm could also be selected, possibly, but depending on what's in Dave's... it's so hard to say. All right, well, rather than spend time speculating what could be in Dave's hand, we're going with Dark Ritual, which seemed like the likely choice, given what we know. The Brainstorm likely gets fired off now. Free to cast it. No threat of a Bowmaster. Confection, thank you for the sub with Prime, 2 months. And Mark, thank you for the sub, 4 months. All these Surveil lands, what does this world come to? Yeah, the Surveil lands really, I don't know. Screwing the whole thing up.
Two things back.
Did they think about play patterns when they designed the Surveil lands? We have legacy games now starting with ETB tapped lands on both sides. I mean, it's unbelievable what's going on. Vexing Bauble. One of these got forced earlier on in this game, so this is interesting. We know that Eric has Doomsdays in hand. 2 copies. Brainstorm in response to Vexing Bauble. Maybe going to try and interact with it on the stack. Brainstorm obviously not a free spell. Okay, Vexing Bauble is in. Looks like Eric has passed the turn. Dark Ritual is gone, but with another black mana, Eric can potentially safely cast Doomsday. And has Edge of Autumn in hand to cycle. Troll of Khazad-dûm getting swamp cycled here, finding an underground sea.
How many cards are there?
We've seen Vexing Bauble appear a few times on today's stream. And I talked about earlier and during another match how much I like Vexing Bauble for Legacy. Card has been a great addition to the format, I would say.
Sure.
Okay, Animate Dead. Troll of Khazad-dûm enters. That's a clock for Kaplan. Scary clock, too. I mean, to Doomsday pass the turn with a Troll of Khazad-dûm on the battlefield is not the best. All right, so Undercity Sewers, Surveil. Maybe Eric's going to hope for a third black mana. I don't know if there's one in hand right now. Lost track of that. But that could potentially be what we're looking for. Storm says, time to scoop and board in the Baroglyphs? For who? For which side? Or are they both doing that?
Okay, go to my turn.
Okay, Thoughtseize thrown in the trash. Draw for turn. Was that a land?
Land.
It is a land. Okay, so it's Crackling Scalding Tarn. Under the protection of Vexing Bauble, we might see Doomsday now.
Use 2 or 3 fetches.
3. Yeah, I fetched this turn.
Okay. Yeah, Doomsday's good.
Okay, I'm gonna go to 8.
Okay, Doomsday is going to resolve. Protected by Vexing Bauble. Not sure where we're still shuffling, but maybe we're... I don't know.
Yeah, you're Doomsday, right?
Yeah. Oh, right. That's resolving. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, maybe Eric spaced out for a moment there. All right, so thinking about the pile, and Doomsday has resolved. We knew about an Edge of Autumn in hand. Vexing Bauble still on the battlefield. I mentioned before how Vexing Bauble could potentially be sacked to draw a card out of the Doomsday pile. I don't imagine that will happen here. There's already been a land drop this turn. So if there was going to be a win this turn, there would need to be a Lotus Petal involved or something like that. I'm just thinking of all the possibilities. It doesn't look like Dave will have any disruption whatsoever this turn. Eric's life total is low enough that Street Wraiths and involving a passing of the turn will not be a good mix. There was another Doomsday in hand that's completely useless. Well, let's see how this goes, but it's possible, unless the Edge of Autumn was brainstormed out of the hand, which kind of lost track right now whether Edge of Autumn was still in hand when this Doomsday was cast. Now we're just gonna have to see how this goes. Oh yeah, the other Doomsday was probably brainstormed away. But Yeah, I don't know for sure if we know Edge of Autumn is still in hand. So I'm kind of just guessing now. Okay, looks like we're taking a last look.
Force pitching.
It's unlikely that Cabal Ritual would make the cut in the pile. Trying to get a glance at the hand. Kaplan, as I said, for this turn anyway, unlikely to have any response to anything further that happens. Troll of Khazad-dûm threatening lethal on the following turn if... Well, I mean, Eric knows that, so we're not going to see 2 cycles of Street Wraith past the turn here, but a pass of the turn will definitely shut off the possibility of cycling Street Wraith or... 5 power troll. I guess I'm just overthinking it at this point, thinking of every possibility. Even like a bad pile that somehow has like Thoughtseize in it and a fetch would be shut off here, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense. All right, so Dave has looked through the other remaining cards, and now Eric has passed the turn. So the troll will attack, drop Eric down to 3. There is a threat of a Bowmaster here, which is scary. All right, well, Psychic Frog is the play. Wasteland on something. Gets Cycle Edge of Autumn in response. Okay. Passing the turn. Bowmaster would have been scary. Bowmaster might have been game winning, actually.
That's why I was planning on blocking last turn.
Cast Consider? Sure.
Okay, consider. Surveil, and then draw a card. Gonna Surveil Edge of Autumn into the trash. Draw a card. Eric being careful here.
Wizard. Yep.
Cavern on Wizard. Cycle Street Wraith, go to 1.
Oracle. Yes. Right. This counter and yeah. Hey, you could forget. Oh no, wait. With Cavern, you can't forget.
Okay, so Daze gets countered. And Dazzle's Oracle cannot be countered. So Eric takes game 1.
Make some dietary changes to go along with your...
It's not like that uncommon to do a 30-day thing. They have like tons of people who get like a 30-mark check on the wall, and you just see it. And I was like 22, and I'm like, close. Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck, Dave.
All right, Kaplan will be on the play here for game 2. I'm sure both decks have adjusted to in sideboarding to hopefully have a better chance in these post-sideboard games. Twitch chat mentioned the possibility of creatures coming in for Doomsday. That's possible. Dave most likely bringing in stuff like Consign to Memory, Force of Negation, stuff like that. Entomb.
Really rather that you're not.
Try this.
Force. Pitching Brainstorm.
Okay, Force Pitching Brainstorm on Entomb. fetch on end step. Most likely going to try and surveil is my guess. End step surveil it is. Undercity Sewers enters. Kaplan has a fetch available. Well, maybe we'll see Kaplan also try to surveil at some point. We are on the edges of our seats. This could not be more exciting, I would say.
You can get like a big Airbnb.
I would prefer that, and I don't mind driving a little bit back and forth, but Rich's partner, who probably won't play any events, wants to have access to the hotel room with like easy walking.
Eric also wearing a beautiful 90s Magic t-shirt, worth pointing out. Check out our merch shop, whether you're watching live or you're watching later. Go get yourself a shirt. I mean, why not?
Okay, part of my turn.
Yeah.
All right, left it on top with Undercity Sewer, which is interesting. Found something we like. Playing a Polluted Delta. Brainstorm, response, fetch. Uh-oh. Is it happening? Oh, boy. Bowmaster is on the stack. Brainstorm is on the stack. Eric fetching now. Oh, boy. Is Bowmaster on the watch list? Does anybody know? Here's a basic island. Wow, getting punished for casting Brainstorm in Legacy? What have we come to?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, Bowmaster is off the watch list according to the chat. All right, Brainstorm in response to Bowmaster. Going to desperately try and stop this thing from resolving, I guess. I don't see any counter magic in Eric's hand. Not that I saw.
Okay, tour back from this one. Bowmaster's resolves. So issue 4 times. Well, this one resolves. Yeah. There. Yeah.
Okay, so Bowmaster will resolve. All the Brainstorms have resolved. And in the process, a 4/4 Arc Army and 4 pings straight to Eric. So Eric drops down to 13 with 5 power on the other side of the board. It's going to be a quick clock. It's going to be tough to resolve a Doomsday and then cycle to a win or something like that. That may have been a game-winning Bowmaster. Brainstorm for Kaplan.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is kind of where the Barrow Goifs that Twitch chat was talking about earlier can potentially shine. Forget all about the Doomsday plan and just drop a big creature with lifelink on the board and crush Dave that way.
But yeah. Could be more. Maybe Bowmaster again.
Dave's still thinking about this Brainstorm, though, and maybe just trying to make sure there is the right disruption available for any ways that Eric can come up with to try and win this game. As the board looks right now, Bowmaster is pretty nice defense. Okay, then a Psychic Frog. So it's likely that Eric just has 1 turn left in this game. Six power on the board. Looks like Dave has 3 cards in hand. Duress.
Sure.
Reanimate. The rest of the hand was Troll of Khazad-dûm and Psychic Frog. Doesn't change the combat math too much. Cavern, rather. Naming Dragon and Murktide Regent. Have you seen this card? This card is crazy. Murktide will resolve. It's a 7/7 Murktide. That's a pretty big threat for Eric. That'll hold back the Frog, the Bowmaster, and the Orc Army for sure for now. Gonna play another Frog? Maybe? It's possible with a reanimation spell that Dave could discard Troll of Khazad-dûm and reanimate it. Yeah, that's a good point by the chat. The duress on the stack, reanimate should have been discarded to the Frog to grow it. That's a great point. Dave missed that. Thinking about swinging with everybody? Actually, swinging with everybody right here is not bad. I mean, Eric's life total is pretty low. I kind of like attacking here, actually. I didn't consider that for the first couple of moments of this turn, but that seems like a great attack. Okay, it looks like the Orc Army will be blocked. Prioritizing the life total. Okay, discarding the Troll, putting a counter on the Frog.
Yeah, that's fine. I take 3. Draw a card.
Orc Army dies, draw a trigger from the Frog, play a second Frog. And Eric is actually at 5 now. Okay. Murktide's still on defense. Looks like 2 cards in hand for Dave at the moment. A Baragoyf would be amazing here. I don't think there is one available. Okay, Vexing Bauble.
Yep.
I was talking a little bit, I just realized, like, I was talking a little bit in game 1 about the possibility of winning the turn with a petal or something, but there was a Vexing Bauble on the battlefield, so Eric would not have been able to put a Lotus Petal in that pile. Just realized that. Anyway. That's back in game 1.
It's a mistake. I thought essentially the game was over, and I kind of blanked on discarding the reanimate to Frog.
Oh, in response to Jarvis.
Okay, Dave pointing out that there should have been a discard of reanimate to the Frog. So I guess we're going to game 3. Eric scooped there? Dave had 2 cards in hand. Would have had 3 cards in hand. Yeah, shutting off fetches. Shutting off, yeah. The game was probably over.
That's round. All right.
All right, Eric will be on the play here for game 3.
I'll keep. Wow. Just like that, huh? Just like that.
Okay, didn't even have to announce it first, but Dave announces I'll keep.
Yeah. Surveil. Yep.
Undercity Sewer, Surveil. We're underway for game 3.
My turn? Yep. Good.
Just a basic swamp past the turn. We We saw the Doomsday backup plan in game 2, but it wasn't enough. Ooh, Jace, Wielder of Secrets is in this deck? I respect it. Mr. Arch, thank you for the resub. 18 months, that's a new badge. I hope my tardiness isn't enough to catch a ban. Mr. Arch, next time, just pretend you were here the whole time. And just write something like, wow, the first round of this stream was so exciting. And I'll think you were here the whole time. All right, Thoughtseize. Cycling, swamp cycling in response with Troll of Khazad-dûm.
Like a 50-cent card. Go ahead, look.
Underground Sea is found.
Green creature comes in. Oh, the 4/4. 2/3. Yeah. Oh, the moon. Yeah.
Okay, we have people in the chat covering for each other. What a community we have. Double Reanimate, Consign to Memory, Entomb, Bowmaster, Go for the Throat, and Underground Sea. Interesting. What do you take here if you're Eric? This is a scary hand. AG Potato says, I'm late, but I have a doctor's note. Yeah. That'll work.
Take consigned memory.
Okay, Consigned to Memory is selected. Bowmaster, Entomb, Reanimate, all scary. Go for the Throat, kind of ruins the backup plan in a way for Doomsday of Murktide Region and Barrogoyf if there is one. Dave's hand's pretty damn good.
Play 2 petals. And I'll pass.
Okay, then play 2 Lotus Petals and pass the turn. Underground Sea. Could hold up Bowmaster here or try to Entomb Reanimate, but there is the possibility of Daze. Go for the Throat, unlikely to be needed in the next turn.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get one. I'm trying to get one.
Could end step Entomb. Okay, just gonna Entomb now. With 2 Reanimates in hands, it makes sense to play into Daze, I think. Could leave the creature there for the following turn if needed. Entomb resolves, which probably means there's no Force of Will available. All right, Atraxa into the yard.
That would be good content.
That would be next level for sure. It'd be sad.
If you stick it to Fairy, the game's over.
Could just
push it. Pretty devastating. The offset of the rectangle is not.
Okay, there was a Daze this time for Reanimate. Atraxa will stick around for next time. There's another Reanimate still in hand along with Bowmaster and Go for the Throat. So Atraxa may come in next turn.
I just think that like the game. The game that.
Ooh, this is a good Thoughtseize. Consigned to Memory. Oh man. Have to take Reanimate here, I assume. Yep, Reanimate will be selected. Consigned to Memory. Not what Eric wanted to see, I don't think.
Continue to develop, as opposed to like I'm gonna cantrip from protection to find my win because all of my shit is uncounterable if I want to be playing removals.
All right, this game 3 is going to be a battle, no doubt about it. Ballmaster consigned to memory. 2 tough cards for Eric to beat. With the Doomsday combo, at least. The Go for the Throat makes the Murktides and Barrowglyphs a little bit worse as well. End step Bowmaster. Cycling Unearth in response.
Sure.
Bowmaster is in. Bowmaster is a clock. Not a fast clock, but it's a clock. Eric has dropped down to 14. Already starting to reach lower than ideal life total for casting Doomsday. Cycling, swamp cycling with Troll of Khazad-dûm. Undercity Sewer is found. That'll be a way to clear the top of the deck of any unwanted cards. Archon of Cruelty into the trash. Unlikely to be super relevant, but Dave will be happy not to have to draw it. Consigns to memory, Go for the Throat, an unknown card in hand. Bowmaster on the battlefield. Attack you for 2. Eric drops down to 10.
Outside of Urza Saga, putting Shuko on the table and like making constructs for the weekend. Like there were a couple in across that match you cast Shuko a couple of times. And I was able to start getting it and you just don't.
At a certain point, the life total just gets dangerously low for Doomsday, and that plan needs to be it's just over for that plan. Dark Ritual, okay.
Sure.
Okay, going for it now. Doomsday is on the stack. It resolves, okay? This is probably Eric's last turn to resolve a Doomsday without it being too low of a life total. Drops down to 5. Is it possible Eric can win this turn? Looking at that Jace Wielder of Secrets. Wielder of Mysteries, excuse me. Wielder of Mysteries. Same thing.
So it's a lot better in this case to not try to force it,
What is in this pile? What is in this pile? Yeah, Jace would win because you can't consign the ability. That's a great point by Storm.
If I have to, it doesn't kill you. You could just be like, cool, yeah,
Dave with 2 unknown cards in hand. Can't really do too much with the cycling of Street Wraiths. That's kind of shut off here, but there is the possibility of using the Misty Rainforest in play to clear a card out of the deck. Go for the Throat could potentially remove the Thassa's Oracle, so there would need to be 0 cards left in the library. But if we're going to use Jace, the Thassa's Oracle ability is irrelevant. Oh, Brazen Borrower. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's just pretend you didn't have that. You got the game.
Okay. Okay.
I want to win with Jace.
Oh, wow.
All right, take it back. Don't win the game, dude.
So look, the only plan I have.
kidding,
I
I'm
mean,
totally
obviously you lose. I lose to tons of stuff, but I'm at 5. You attack me down to 3.
Right.
You're hiding behind your consign and your Go for the Throat.
Yeah.
So on my turn, I cycle Edge into Jace. That puts me to 2.
Right.
Fetch to 1. Play Jace. I win with the draw trigger on the ping from that on the stack.
Yeah, I guess so.
He doesn't even care.
Winning the game is not a triggered ability, right?
No, it's just a. Wait, is it a replacement effect? if I would draw a card while your library's empty,
Oh, is that a trigger?
I don't
Does it
think
go
so.
on the stack?
No. It definitely doesn't.
Oh.
If you would draw a card while your library has no cards, you win the game instead. It's a replacement effect.
Oh, it's like dredging or something.
Instead replacement.
All right, Dave Kaplan gets the match. I let everybody listen to the ending there as Dave Kaplan revealed a Brazen Borrower that they were going to flash in, but Eric had a win on the following turn if there was no Brazen Borrower. Great match, well played. In the end, I think I wanted Doomsday to get that one, but the Brazen Borrower was game-winning for Dave. GG's. That was a good one. We did have a live stream yesterday. If you're hoping for more 90s MTG action, you could go back and watch yesterday's live stream. That's going to wrap it up for me for this week. Stick around for a raid, everybody. We'll be hanging out in Discord. Keep an eye on our Discord, and I'll see everybody soon. Peace out.